Good day, sir. I'm Charlene Mansoy, Reporter 3 from Group 10. And now, let's talk about monopolistic competition and oligopoly. About monopolistic competition and oligopoly. So, monopolistic competition, many firms that sell similar but differentiated products. Like for example, sa mga beauty products, daghan ay parehas na mga produkto, pero ang uban is ilaranggi sundog, pero mga fake, unlike sa pure nga gahimo. Oligopoly. When a few large firms have all or most of the sales in an industry, so, like for example sa Shopee or Lazada, sa mga dagko na kumpanya o ang gahandle ana, which is dali mabinta tungod kay attractive para sa mga customer ang daghay mapilian. Differentiated sa mga dagko na mga kumpanya is ang price nila is mahal but worth it, unlike sa mga baratohon pero ang ilahang kuan dili worth it.
Good day, sir. I'm Cornelin B. Kadyong, Reporter 2 under the Group 10. And now I'm going to tackle evaluate the trade-off and perfect competition. Oligopoly is probably the second most common market structure, monopolistic competition being the first. So, ang oligopoly ay isang struktura ng pamilihan kung saan nangingibabaw ang ilang kumpanya. Kung ang isang market i-share sa pagitan ng ilang kumpanya, sinasabi nilang highly concentrated. Bagamat iilan lang ng mga kumpanya ang nangingibabaw. Posible na maraming maliliit na kumpanya ang maaring gumana sa merkado. Like for example, industriya ng kotse, mga airlines, tingian ng gasolina, industriya ng parmaceutico, or ang tingian ng coffee shop. When oligopolies result from patented innovation, innovation means exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process that provides, in general, a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. Or from taking advantage. Taking advantage is to make good use of something, or to profit by something, or to take advantage of an opportunity. Economies of scale, when the average cost of each individual unit decline as total output increase. To produce at low average cost, they may provide considerable benefit to consumers. So makakuha sila or makahatag sila og daghang benepisyo sa mga consumer. Oligopolies are often buffeted by significant barrier. Oligopolies are often buffeted by significant barriers to entry. Barriers to entry is an economics and business term describing factors that can prevent or impede newcomers into a market or industry sector, and so limit competition. This can include high startup costs, regulatory hurdles, or other obstacles or balakid nga makaprevent sa new competitors from easily entering a business sector. When we see startup costs, the expenses incurred during the process of creating a new businesses. Regulatory hurdles, government regulations seen as impeding some greater public good or unnecessarily burdening private enterprise, which enable the oligopolies to earn sustained profit over a long period of time. Oligopolies also do not typically produce at the minimum of their average curve. When they lack vibrant competition, they may lack an incentive to provide innovative product and high quality service. So the average cost curve, a curve drawn to connect the average cost of production of every level of output. So kung kulang sila sa kusog nga competition, kulang sila sa mga insentibo sa paghatag og mga bag-ong produkto ug ang taas nga kalidad nga pagserbisyo. The task of public policy with regard to competition is to sort through this multiple realities, attempting to encourage. Public policy process help us to select the best course of action. Public policy involve making choices and decisions technical, political, social, economic, and organization. Like for example, of a public policy or public task. A university might rely on public tasks for processing personal data for teaching and research purposes. Behavior that is beneficial to the broader society, and to discourage behavior that only adds to the profit of a few large companies with no corresponding benefit to consumer. Monopoly and antitrust policy discusses the delicate judgment that go into this task. Broad society, a society composed of people of different ethnicity, background, and belief who interact with each other. Like for example, we strive to create a broad society where people of all culture live and work together in harmony. Example, the antitrust law of its significance. Example, the antitrust law of its significance. Antitrust law are statutes developed by government to protect consumers from predatory businesses practices and ensure fair competition. Antitrust law are applied to a wide range of questionable businesses activities including market allocation, bid rigging, price fixing, and monopolies. Market allocation agreements in which competitors divided market among themselves. Bid rigging occurs when a purchaser solicits bids to purchase goods or services. Antitrust law also prevents multiple firms from colluding or forming a cartel to limit competition through practices such as price fixing. Due to the complexity of deciding what practices will limit competition, antitrust law has become a distinct legal specialization. Evaluate methods of antitrust regulation. Evaluate methods of antitrust regulation. Antitrust law are regulations that encourage competition by limiting the market power of any particular firm. So, antitrust refers to the auto-regulation of the concentration of economic power, particularly in regard to monopolies and other anti-competitive practice. Antitrust law exists as both federal statutes and state statutes. Firm is an organization which is sell or produce something or which provide a services which people pay for. This often involve ensuring that mergers and acquisition don't overly concentrate marketing power or form monopolies as well as breaking up firms that have become monopolies. So mergers and acquisition or M&A for short. The process of combining two companies into one. The goal of combining two or more businesses is to try and achieve. Market power refers to a company's relative ability to manipulate the price of an item in the marketplace by manipulating the level of supply, demand, or both.
Restrictive practices. Restrictive practices. It refers to action or agreements that hinder or distort competition within the market. So when we say restrictive practices, ito ay tumutukoy sa mga aksyon o kasunduan na humahadlang o pumipinsala sa competition sa mga market. This can include price fixing. So, when we say price fixing, like for example, ang duha ka restaurant, they are agreed to keep their price the same to gain more benefits. Next is collusion. So when we say collusion like for example, ang duha ka market nagsabot sila na mag-collab para para maka-income sila og dako and then less competition pa ang mahitabo, walay away ug bubot. So next is give example of positive and negative externality. Bid rigging. So like for example, ang duha ka business kanang abi nimo kompetensya sila but they are secretly conspire. So palihim day sila nga nagsabuatan para taasan ang mga presyo or lower the quantity of goods or services para sa mga mamimili na gusto makakuha og product sa pamamagitan ng pagproseso ng pagbid. So, kini na mga aktibidad is illegal and also makadaot para sa mga consumer. So, next is give example of positive and negative externality. So, positive externality, it is a benefit of producing or consuming a good product. Example, education. It is a positive externality of school because people learn and develop skills of careers and their lives. So, education provides a personal and public benefit to people. So, diba? Sa education is makabenefit jud ta ana kay ngano kay daghan tay mahibawaan, maka-learn ta ang ma-develop ang atong skills and madaghan atong knowledge. And that is the one of a sample of positive externality. Environment. The environment businesses and consumers make in manufacturing and purchasing goods or services and externalities that affect the environment, like for example buying electric cars or recycling plastic, paper, and glass products or action consumers can take to help protect the environment, which provides social benefit to us. Technology can be a positive externality of production when product leads to technological innovation. Like for example, technology a business develops also a positive externality when they share it with other companies and consumer. For example, a business could develop a task management software program and test their productivity, and the other companies may implement this technology in their workplace. So, 'di ba? Ang technology is daghan most of us using this technology. So, ang kuan pod company nga naghihimo ana is dako na kaayog ma-benefit kay tungod daghanay na nagagamit ana na kuan technology kay tungod naa na dira makakuantag mga information with the use of the internet and etc. That's why ang technology is also a positive externality to us. Research and development. The work that the research and development teams do can create benefit for society in such as providing safety, promoting wellness, encouraging education. Like for example, they develop vaccine. Diba sa una is we are using vaccine to avoid the viruses kanang mga sakit. People who weren't involved in producing or consuming the product can receive protection from getting sick. So, the research and development departments and businesses create better ways to produce goods that benefit people as well as the government. Social actions. The social behaviors of consumers as they use a product can negatively affect others, resulting in negative externality. Like for example, smoking in public place. So, smoking in public place can harm others who inhale second-hand smoke. Resource allocation. The allocation resources meant to assign certain materials to location. So like for example, when products are priced too high for some consumers, the product naturally allocates to wealthier consumer.